De Palma is one of those ideas that you go, why did nobody think to do this earlier? It is basically Brian De Palma, the famous director, talking about his career, movie to movie. It's cut with inter-footage of movies that inspired him, or with his own movies and certain points that he wants to talk about. And it is a genius idea. It's pretty much the movie is just the guy in front of a fireplace giving his opinion on his career. Some things he'll praise, some things he'll put down, some things he'll just go, you know what, it just didn't turn out the way I wanted to. And it is fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Some people just have that gift of telling tales, and Brian De Palma is one of them. He's a very visual director. I've seen a lot of his movies and I really do quite like them, but after seeing this I just want to go back and just binge watch everything again. It's that kind of movie that just makes you want to see more. And some of the stories that he tells are rather interesting. How he got his start just by doing low budget movies with Robert De Niro when he wasn't a household name, doing these comedies and things, and then kind of moving into the more Hitchcockian area that he's known for, you know, kind of doing what Hitchcock did with the suspense sequences in some of his movies. And you get some fascinating insight into how his career has gone, how he got pictures together, how he was put off movies, how he wanted to do Carrie. He said he could do it for a certain budget, they wanted to do it for another budget, the producers, and he said he couldn't, and the movie got shut down until he agreed to do it for the original budget. But as he tells in the movie, he still spent the money that he wanted to spend anyway. He's a singular character, a very interesting character, and the stories he tells, if you're a cinephile, are absolutely terrific. You have the idea of the man and the sort of things that he put into his movies from his personal life, and it's an interesting aspect to it. Almost all his movies carry certain themes or certain scenarios that have this sort of familiar line through them, and things that have happened in his life tend to get put into his movies in one way or another, and it's an interesting facet of the guy. And he also talks a little bit about his personal life, you know, like I was with this person during this period of my life and I put them into these movies and this did that. But he doesn't seem to have any bitterness about certain things. He's very pragmatic, you know, like that relationship came to an end, but we had this amazing result out of it, a fantastic daughter, and then we moved on to this, blah, blah, blah. And it's a nice insight into the person, and it's very interesting to hear him sort of talk about that. He will not differ on some of his opinions. He will say things like, you know, like we had an argument on set about this, I thought it should be done this way, the other person thought it should be done this way, and it'll cut away and show you that scene, and it'll go back and it'll just be like, and I was right. There's no duality in his opinion. You know, he is a forthright, opinionated person, and if he feels that he needs something or it has to be done a certain way, he is going to do it, much to the chagrin of producers, studios, actors in the piece. Yeah, I could go on about De Palma for ages. I think it's a terrific documentary where pretty much the only person talking is the director, the only person you want to hear. You never hear the sort of interviewers talking to him, just him going through his career. It makes you want to go back and revisit a lot of his movies. It makes you want to sit down and just watch this again. I will watch this documentary again because I thought it was fascinating, and I may watch it in segments after I watch his movies, which I'm really planning on doing now because of this. I thought De Palma was a terrific documentary, and I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a 5 out of 5 for me. I was really interested, but it's a subject matter that I'm really interested in. Have you seen De Palma? Did you like it? And just out of curiosity, what's your favourite De Palma movie? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.